Hello everyone, my name is Tara Johnson and I was a Youth Board Advisor for Transition Fidalgo this year. And each year the Youth Board Advisor designs an environmentally focused project to help the community in some way. And so I designed a rain barrel system for middle school garden. Since we get so much rainfall here in the winter time, I thought why not contain some of that so we can use it in the summer to reduce the amount of water we use. In addition, it will be used as a teaching tool for the middle school garden class that will be in this garden year-round. And so this is the completed project, as you guys can see. It's pretty cool. And this video is just the process of me and help from many others, how to build it and going through it. And I'll also be linking the materials list and also the schematics for this project. So thank you all for watching. We started off looking at some examples of rain barrels to see how we would do it, and then we measured the dimensions of the shed to make sure our barrels would fit. Next we got the foam board set up, ready for the concrete pour. And we just needed wood and some screws. The barrels will use water off the roof and we'll fix the gutter for that. And then the two barrels will be able to water the gardens and be used as a teaching tool for the middle school class. Next up was the concrete pour, and we had lots of volunteers turn out for that. So thank you so much for everyone who came. And basically all we did was have concrete mix and water, and you wet the concrete so it's able to pour into the foam. And make sure you do it on a dry day. Our day got a little bit wet at the end, but it ended up being all right. And we ended up using around 11 bags of concrete for our foam. So just make sure you get the right amount of concrete you need. So here's when we started to smooth out the concrete. As you can see, my friend is removing the air bubbles from it. And you just do that by basically hitting it with a shovel, just to make sure there's no air bubbles trapped within the concrete. And then we smooth it over with this block of wood, and you just do it to the very end. And this part was really fun, and it's pretty satisfying too. So that's just what they're doing there. And as you can tell, it had begun to rain, so we had to figure out a way to keep the concrete semi-dry in order for it to be able to dry and firm in time, because the build date for the barrels was set a week later. So we tried to figure that out, and in the end, as you'll soon see, we created this tarp to put over it, and it ended up working really well. We had these blocks that the middle school garden and Bud built the day before, and we just filled them with concrete after putting rebarb in them. And then we put this table on top, which is slabs of wood together, that's rain waterproof. So the structure is really strong, so there's no chance the rain barrels will fall. And this is the final result, as you guys can see. Okay, so we're getting the materials for the big day. We got 2 elbows and a T, and this is gonna come out from barrel 1, and this is like goes into barrel 2, and then this is like the outspout. And then we also got this pipe. Say hi.
Hi.
This is my dad.
Hi.
He's helping me. So the plan is to have this shut-off valve connect this elbow to go to this hose adapter, so they can go to the hose, but also could just fill the bucket.
Hello
everybody. Now we have the contraption to go from our gutter to our rain barrels, because that's to go down the side. So we have this, which is like our downspout, and it has like a downspout connector, so it's gonna go to the gutter. And then this is gonna go in our flexor downspout. So I guess this is a downspout. This is a case-style outlet. And so it's gonna go down, and this is gonna go around the side and connect it to our barrels. So yeah. And this is our Side note, to drill the holes, we used a conical drill bit in the barrels, and then we added threads with the tap so you can screw the adapters in to connect all the pipes. And here we had going 2 different projects, and one of them was this, the gutter. We needed to straighten it out and retilt it and add gutter ends. And then the other project was the pipe to connect all the pipes. And basically you use this purple primer and you use it on the inside of the fixture and the outside of the pipe, and you use glue on the outside of the pipe only, and it's in that picture. And they all stuck together really well and it dries super fast. We ran into a little problem. The flexible downspout shown earlier was too long and we had to makeshift this pipe. So just make sure you measure your dimensions before you complete. And we did measure, but we measured incorrectly, so just triple check your dimensions. But we ended up getting it to work and it ended up doing fine. So that's good. Finally, a huge shout out to all the volunteers who came to help that day. It ended up working out great.
Okay, Tara, what do we got going on here?
We're going to make sure that it's going to be on something.
We gotta put this on here so that it's going to provide that some support, but it looks like there's a little bit of play, so we'll take this whole board here and kind of use some.
There's this side. As you can see here, we ran into another kind of problem. Basically, we just need to make sure the structure is super stable, so we added little wood blocks underneath some of the pipes so they wouldn't fall off when someone was trying to fill up the water bucket. Everybody, it's Tara and Tara's dad, Jason.
Hi.
So basically for the project we have this gutter and we had to retilt it, so now it goes this way and we added end caps on that side. We have like this T that goes down to this pipe which goes onto this barrel. We got 2 different barrels and basically we connected all the joints so they both flow at the same time. We have a drainage over here, and then down here we have configuration pipes. So this can go on and off, look, it works. And you can either put a hose on this end or have a watering can. And then we have this wood to like keep it stable. And then this is concrete, and we put concrete through these blocks and put this like plank on top. So make sure it's stable and that we have the gravity working with us, not against us. So yeah, that's it. As you can all see, the project worked. And it's been raining recently, so it's been collecting water that the middle school garden can use. Thank you everyone who helped, and thank you all for watching.